Sister Mary had dedicated her life to the church. She had taken her vows with unwavering faith, seeking solace and purpose in the service of God. Her devotion was unmatched, and her days were spent in prayer, contemplation, and self-denial. But little did she know that her unshakable faith would soon be put to the ultimate test. It was a cold winter night when a storm descended upon the convent. The wind howled through the ancient corridors, rattling the windows and whispering secrets long forgotten. Sister Mary found herself alone in her cell, the flickering candlelight casting eerie shadows on the walls. As the night wore on, a sense of unease crept over Sister Mary. The silence was broken only by the distant thunder and the occasional creaking of the wooden floorboards. Her heart raced as she felt an icy chill permeate the room, causing her breath to fog in the air. Unable to shake off her growing fear, Sister Mary decided to venture out of her cell, seeking comfort in the company of her fellow sisters. As she made her way down the dimly lit hallway, a figure emerged from the darkness. A nun, clad in a tattered habit, appeared before her. Sister Mary's breath caught in her throat as she recognized the woman. It was Sister Agnes, who had mysteriously disappeared years ago. Rumors had circulated that she had fallen victim to madness and had been locked away in the depths of the convent. But now here she stood, a haunting specter in the dead of night. "Sister Agnes," Sister Mary stammered, her voice trembling, "is it truly you?" The ghostly figure remained silent, her eyes fixated on Sister Mary. With each step, she drew closer, the sound of her footsteps echoing ominously. Sister Mary's heart pounded in her chest as she backed away, desperate to escape the clutches of this vengeful spirit. But no matter how fast she ran, Sister Agnes was always just a step behind. The other nuns seemed oblivious to the presence that haunted Sister Mary. Their chants and prayers filled the air, drowning out her pleas for help. As the night wore on, Sister Mary's strength waned, and she found herself trapped in the darkest corner of the convent. With nowhere left to run, she sank to her knees, tears streaming down her face. She clutched her rosary tightly, praying for salvation. Suddenly, Sister Agnes lunged forward, her face contorted in rage. Sister Mary closed her eyes, bracing herself for the inevitable. But instead of pain, she felt a gentle touch on her shoulder. Opening her eyes, she saw a different figure standing before her. A radiant nun, emanating a pure and loving energy. "Sister Mary, fear not," the apparition spoke softly. "I am Sister Margaret, a nun who once served this convent. I have come to protect you from the tormented spirit of Sister Agnes." Sister Margaret's presence filled Sister Mary with a sense of peace. Together they faced the vengeful spirit, chanting prayers of deliverance and invoking the power of God. Slowly, Sister Agnes began to fade away, her tortured soul finding release at last. As the first rays of dawn broke through the stained glass windows, Sister Mary felt a renewed sense of purpose. She knew that her faith had been tested, and she had emerged stronger from the ordeal. From that day forward, she dedicated her life not only to the service of God, but also to helping lost souls find redemption. The convent was forever changed by the events of that fateful night. The legend of Sister Agnes and the nun who saved Sister Mary became part of the lore, a cautionary tale of the consequences of forsaking one's faith. And though the memory of that night haunted Sister Mary, she knew that she was not alone. The spirits of the past watched over her, guiding her in her mission to bring light to the darkest corners of the world.